Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join. If there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat.
Hello everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Love, hi Sarah, hi Avi, how's everyone doing? Hi everyone, welcome. Hello Blue, hello Matthew, hello Tay Cook, hello everyone, welcome. Tonight I am doing past life readings if anyone wants one. For the past life reading, it's who you were in your past life, what major lessons you learned during that past life, and how that is affecting or influencing your life now, and how to heal and move forward in your life now. Hi Ellen, how's everyone? Welcome. Yeah, if anyone try to join before the 55-minute mark, you're gonna want to try to join again. Even if it's like 54, sometimes yeah. If you don't think you got on the list, try again. If you're in the free list, you get a reading if you're here or not. If you get put in the lounge, Nightbot chooses you at random to be put out on the free list. But if you get through a lot of the people in the lounge. So, yeah, there's that. I have a legal disclaimer in the description if you want to check that out. If you're new here, exclamation mark join. No spaces in between followed by your question. No question, no reading. Yeah, so, we'll get started. I'll switch the screens. Also, if you are doing a theme, your theme goes ahead of the other questions, just so that everyone knows. So if you were first, but you also had a different question than the theme question, then that's how come it gets all mixed up with the numbers. So don't really pay too much of attention to the numbers. Just do exclamation mark position. It'll tell you where you are on the list. So if there's a theme reading, then that goes ahead of the other questions, as well as donations and that sort of thing. Just so that you all know. I know there's some new people that have come recently. Hello, past life reading for hello. Who is hello in the past life that's coming through? I apparently had a lot of past lives there. For hello, what past life is affecting hello now? Ooh, maybe we're a judge. For hello, what major lessons did hello learn in that life? How is that life influencing hello now? How will hello heal and move forward now? Queen of Swords. So for the Justice, in your past life, I feel like you were either a judge or a possible witness to some sort of situation. Maybe even a commissioner or some sort of truth seeker, lawyer perhaps. Whatever that was, maybe just an investigator. But that's who you were in your past life. I feel like you're one of those that either like looked into details or criminal things, or I don't know. Worked in that type of field, it seems. So what major lessons you learned in that life? I feel like you learned more how to be more confident in yourself, more idealistic and determined to get through life, right? I feel like you felt more tactful and graceful and all that sort of things in Knight of Cups. I feel like you also learned how to be more loving and all that logic stuff that you did before. You learned how to express your romance and your love and all that sort of fun stuff. Maybe pursue more into romance and stuff and relationships rather than what that was. But those are lessons you've learned. How it's affecting you now is the Ace of Swords. Maybe there's still some things that are still lingering in what you need to learn about the love and the romance. I feel the sense that you're trying to pursue some new loves, some new relationships, and getting all caught up in some sort of clouded judgment about something or other. But I feel like you were influenced by focusing on the truth and focusing on that clarity and focusing on the facts rather than just purely on your heart, is what I was trying to say. Um, and then for the Queen of Swords in the dark, I feel like how you're going to heal and move forward now is just trying to move forward with being honest and fair to yourself more than others. You know, speak your mind. Don't let anyone walk over you, or, you know, I do feel like you're looking for the objective of things and being truthful and independent. And get your way, right? Especially the Queen of Swords. She doesn't bite her tongue. She says what she wants to say. You know, your sword is out there. You can use it to fight your way through justice or whatever you need to fight your way through. That is what I got. Hi, Miss Moonlight. Welcome. Miss Moonlight has a channel too, if any of you didn't know that. She does really cute music shorts with the tarot cards. Nightbot's playing hard to get. Oh, man. There's more people now. He has more options. I don't know. For mystical. Theme reading for mystical. Who is mystical in the past life that is affecting their life right now? Who is mystical in the past life that's affecting them now? Ooh, the Page of Swords. No messing around with anyone in here tonight, it seems, right? How did mystical... What major lessons did mystical learn in the past life that's coming through now? How did this past life influence mystical now? How is mystical gonna heal and move forward now? Queen of Wands. Ooh. You're gonna boost that fiery, passionate energy somewhere. I feel like you were fiery before with the Page of Swords being in the dark. So in your past life, you were a young person, you were very youthful, very energetic, very chatty. You had a lot of vitality and that sort of thing. I feel like you possessed some mental agility and sharp tongue, and you know, you had a thirst for knowledge and all that sort of fun stuff. I feel like you were lively and quirky, and you thought a lot. So I feel like whatever job or career you had in your past life, even though you were very young, you were very analytical and logical, and you were always bursting with new ideas and creativity. And I don't know, maybe that's why you may have passed away young, taking too many adventurous things. Kind of like this life. See, you didn't change at all. Your spirit stayed the same. That is awesome. For the Queen of... I was going to say Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. I do feel that bold, sharp tongue energy you wanted to come through. But for the Four of Swords in the dark, major lessons you learned was maybe being more easy on yourself, learning when you need to take a break and when you need to relax and have peace and do some reflection. I don't know what I wanted to say there. But try to be more easy and maybe less energetic, more calm and more collective in this life right now. But maybe that's just what you learned there, but I'm not sure if you're still following through with that. But the Emperor, the numbers on the major arcana in this deck always confuses me. But for the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. So I feel like you learned, or how that influences you now, is you being more in control, more feeling like you know the authority, like you're your own authority of your own life and your own path. And you know where to go, even though you may hesitate or second guess it a little bit. You still kind of know which direction you want to head into. You know, maybe challenging, but you got it. For the Queen of Wands, this is how to heal and move forward. Being more passionate with your determination, you know, attracting that energy and attracting what you want to pursue towards you. You know, being self-assured, charismatic, so it feels like, yeah, like you said, it doesn't change. You have the same fire you always had. So that is fun, right? The Queen of Wands. It's for making sure that you're not self-sabotaging yourself anywhere, or you don't getting that hot, fiery emotions that are taking over your logic. But, yeah. I feel like you're doing all the things you're supposed to be learning. Miss Midnight says, Nightbot make sure he has options. Oh man. You're welcome to school. Matthew, past life reading. Yes, for Matthew. Who is Matthew in the past life that's affecting him now? Well, apparently he had a lot of past lives that are affecting him, but we're only going to talk about one. For Matthew, what past life is affecting Matthew right now? The Page of Cups. What major lessons did Matthew learn during that life? He went the whole world. How did that influence Matthew now? How is Matthew going to heal and move forward from that past life now? The Five of Wands? Oh my goodness. For the Page of Cups and the Light. I feel like you were also young and maybe past before you should have, you know? I feel like you were a dreamer, a messenger, just someone who wore their heart on their sleeve and just trying to, I don't know if you're like a mailman or some sort of deliverer. Whatever that was, I feel like you were young and learning, maybe a student even, but I feel like you were very romantic, maybe even psychic a little bit, maybe you were also had a little side business of being very spiritual, a warlock of some sorts. But yeah, I feel like you're very creative and poetic, it seems. And what major lessons you learned from that is the world. So I feel like you, even though you may have passed young, I feel like you completed all of your lessons and all the things that you were supposed to do during that short period of time that you had there. So it's a good thing you have another round at it now. Yeah, I feel like you closed that cycle and you had all the achievements that you were meant to get done. And I feel like that gives you more opportunities and feeling more content with yourself with pursuing new goals, new dreams, and new things in this life. The Queen of Cups is in the dark. So how that's influencing you now. Maybe you've even had a love of your life there and you did complete that even though you were young. And it's kind of like hard to find a new love or that connection that you had before, even though it was completed, and I feel like you're still kind of like longing for that energy a little bit of someone who is very compassionate and warm and also a healer and very intuitive. Um, yeah, I feel that for you. I feel like whoever this Queen of Cups represents to you from that past life is kind of like still lingering in your mind or your energy, wanting to manifest them again. For the Five of Wands in the dark, how you're going to heal and move forward. I feel like it's just a matter of letting go that past energy, any past conflicts you may have had or have now. You know, not always being using your logic, not your logic, use your logic, but not allowing your ego to take over of where you're going to go through. Maybe being a little bit more calm, maybe less aggressive on the things that you want to go after. I don't know if that's something that you're still learning or pursuing, but that is what I got. Takug, theme reading, yes, for past life. For Takug, who was a lot of them want to come out? There's a lot of past lives there. We'll try this again. Who is Takug in a past life that's influencing them now? Who is Takug in a past life that's influencing them now? The moon. What major lessons did Takug learn in that past life? What influences them now from that past life? How is Takug going to heal and move forward now? For the moon, I feel the sense that you were like an astrologer or into astronomy or something like that in your past life, like a scientist of some sorts. But this one also says that you could possibly have been a shaman or an explorer of some sorts. I feel like you faced your fears and were very strong energy. You were very mystical, like into spirituality and all that sort of thing, astrology. I feel like you could have even been a dream interpreter or a storyteller of that sort of thing. I feel like you held some big secrets. I don't know if you carrying around those big secrets from that life still makes you feel a little bit on edge. Like maybe you still feel like you're keeping something, even though you may not know what it is because it's not from this life. You know, I don't know. Um, for the death card, I do feel like there's actually the lessons that you learned is you learned that things do change. You're learning better how to go through transitions and ending things and starting things and beginning and all that sort of thing. So I feel like you did complete a lot of your lessons or whatever was going on in your past life, and you're ready to start some new ones. And I feel like it's easier to start and end things now than it was then, even though maybe you're still learning that a little bit still. Or for the Three of Pentacles in the light, how that influences you now. I feel like now it lets you work more effectively, feeling more okay. I got this job, it may not be my dream job, but I know that I can start it and end it and start something else without that stress and worries of something completely ending and being disastrous. I think you've learned a lot about collaboration and teamwork and that sort of thing. Putting more effort into your goals and balancing out that transition of success and growth. For the Page of Swords in the dark, this is how to heal and move forward. So I feel like you learn to be more curious and witty and communicate. Maybe being able to communicate your stresses and worries and anxieties to others to lift them from you may help you heal and move forward. Especially if you feel you're keeping something you want to just tell someone right away. Sometimes just telling the moon, just saying it out loud to nobody can release it from you as well. What should I go? Culture! Past life reading, yes. I got distracted by looking at the chat and seeing what's going on there. Oh man. For culture! Who is culture in a past life that's affecting culture now? Who is culture in a past life who may be affecting culture in our current life now? Apparently a lot of things, but no, we just want one past life. You're like, a lot of you had a lot of past lives going on here. What was a past life that's affecting culture right now? Like just a major one. Oh man, there we go. You were the Nine of Cups. Maybe Nine of Cups in the dark, but yeah. Let's see. For culture. What major lessons did culture learn during this past life being the Nine of Cups in the dark? How did that influence culture now? How will culture heal and move forward now? So if your past life it being a Nine of Cups, apparently maybe you were even a Pisces, I don't know. I mean, you were a wish maker, a fortune teller, a psychic, and maybe not a good one because it isn't dark. Maybe you still have a lot to learn about being a psychic and a fortune teller. I don't know. Or maybe you told too many people the truth and they didn't like that. Some people don't like when you call them out with the cards. I can feel you on that one. For makes people feel optimistic and helps people see the joy in life. So you achieved a lot of things there. I feel like you achieved a lot of your emotional desires. You lived a very happy and contented life and got everything you wished for. So that's amazing. Maybe not everything because it isn't dark. So karma would be lying there a little bit because it did come out that way. There may be some wishes and desires you're still trying to pursue now. But for the Two of Swords and Light, I feel like it's supposed to be a major lesson you learned, but I feel like it's a Two of Swords, so I don't know if you were trying to learn how to make concrete decisions without hesitating or being indecisive or feeling stuck and stalling because decisions are hard to do. I feel that. I hate making decisions too. Stalemate, stuck, denial, difficult choices, and crossroads. So maybe that's lessons that you did learn to overcome, but maybe still lingering a little bit. The King of Swords is in the dark, and this is how that could have influenced you now. Maybe it's about being a little bit more analytical or overthinking, overanalyzing things rather than just going with the flow. Maybe make you a little bit more emotionally detached than you would like. Yeah. King of Swords in the dark, or King of Swords, very strict and serious type of person. Maybe now in this life you'll learn to let that go a little bit and not be so serious, not so rigid in your ideas, and being more flexible and open to new ideas. For the King of Cups in the light, it's how to heal and move forward, so being more passionate, more creative, more emotional, more into like fantasy side of things, which I feel like is not far fetched from what you were before being a fortune teller, right? I feel like you had to be really creative and that sort of thing back then as well as now. I feel like you were very wise and devoted, balanced, especially between your head and your heart kind of energy. I may have, yeah, maybe that youthful energy is just going to stick with you as it did then. You're welcome, culture. Jasmine, past life for Jasmine. Who is Jasmine in a past life that's influencing Jasmine now? Who is Jasmine in a past life that's influencing Jasmine now? Ooh, the Four of Swords. What major lessons did Jasmine learn then? How does that influence Jasmine's life now? How will Jasmine heal and move forward? I'm having a great evening, thank you. Ooh, the Six of Pentacles. So for the Four of Swords in your past life, I feel like you were an energy healer, or maybe you were a healer in the army, because it does suggest that you could have been a strategist or a soldier of some sort, or peacemaker. Whatever that was, I feel like you worked on focusing on your inner calmness and being able to be still and quiet in that energy in that time. It says you may have been injured and battled. Quite serious one, may have died from your injuries apparently. You may have a birthmark now from that wound. I don't know if you do, but it says that you could have hard won victories. Yeah, not quite sure what that means for you, but the Four of Swords, I feel like you learned now how to rest and retreat from whatever that was and move forward. The Two of Swords, the major lessons you learned was maybe being more confident in making decisions and more able to make choices and decisions and that sort of thing, instead of being stuck in between the two and not knowing which direction to go in towards. For the Empress, so this is what that influences you now. So I feel like you've learned how to relax a little bit as a Four of Swords and learn how to find that calmness and be able to pursue that now. And I feel like that helps you to feel more grounded and more stable and more nurturing in your current energy right now. You have the Six of Pentacles, and that's how to heal and move forward. So practicing generosity and gratitude and that sort of thing. Probably I'm sure you already do now, but trying to focus on the balance between giving and taking and that sort of thing. The Six of Pentacles is also about working through hard issues and stuff with being fair on both ends, both sides of things. So that's what I got. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense. I feel like I was all over the place with that one, but Ellen, past life reading for Ellen. What does Ellen need to know and from her past life? What is going on in Ellen's past life that's influencing Ellen right now? What's going on in Ellen's past life that's influencing Ellen right now? Ooh, the Nine of Swords. Let's see what's going on with that. What major lessons did Ellen learn from that past life? How did that influence? How is that influencing Ellen's life now? How is Ellen going to heal and move forward? How is Ellen going to heal and move forward now? There we go. Don't want you now. Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh, you didn't learn anything. You're the same person you were back then. You started off in past life, you were the Nine of Swords, and you're still the Nine of Swords. Ellen. Okay, well, let's try to do it better this time. Let's get rid of the Nine of Swords energy. We're going to try to figure this out. So you're not the Nine of Swords a third time, right? 2 times enough. We don't need to do it a third time, right, Ellen? We need to figure this out here for sure this time. For the past life, you may have been plagued with fear and doubt and worries that were hard for you to let go of. I feel like there was some isolation and you had some dark thoughts. But you may have been one of those mystic or witches or whatever that was able to banish nightmares and banish negativity. Maybe even were involved in some sort of exorcism or some sort of thing like that in the past life. How that is influencing you? How is that influencing you now? Oh man, you have the stars, so I feel like now you don't really want to trust that side of things anymore. Maybe you're interested in wanting to explore things like tarot and other kinds of mystical things, but I feel like you're more cautious about it now. Maybe from your injuries that they're talking about, maybe you're one of those ones that were burnt at the stake or whatever that was for you. But I feel like you're still learning to heal those witch wounds or whatever that was for you. And trying to have faith and trying to find the positive side of things and inspiration, even though it still seems hard to overcome. For the Queen of Pentacles in the light, this is how it's influencing you now from that past life. You don't do that anymore these days? Okay, so you're healing, so that's good. You're getting rid of this Nine of Swords energy. This is from you from a past life. Before now. So, yeah. So I feel like you are learning to heal from this because you have the Queen of Pentacles here. You're learning more how to ground yourself and be more sensible and nurturing to yourself and caring and all that sort of fun stuff, right? Generous. I feel like now you have good business sense and more practical energy than you did before. Even though you may still occasionally have some sleepless nights and anxieties and stuff like that, but I feel like you are moving forward. We'll try to get another one that's more positive. Let's see. How can Ellen prevent being the Nine of Swords for her third life? How can Ellen prevent being the Nine of Swords in the next life? Six of Swords. Okay, well, you're moving forward. You're leaving that behind. You're leaving past the witch wounds, whatever that was for you. You know, you're distancing yourself and you're looking ahead, moving forward. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. You're welcome, Ellen. Thank you, Candy, for the donation. I appreciate you. General reading. What exciting things are coming up for Candy? What exciting things are coming up for Candy right now? What exciting things are coming up for Candy right now? I'm not quite sure if these are the right cards to use, but we'll see. What exciting things are coming towards Candy right now? Oh, there's a little bit of doubt, but there is still some good things. Just because there's a little bit of doubt doesn't mean it can't be good, right? Justice is in the dark, so maybe that is justice on somebody else. You know, someone's gonna get the bad end of the karma, and you're gonna get the good end of the karma, so that's some positives. The Queen of Swords is in the dark. I just feel this matter of you realizing the truth about something or other. You know, someone may be coming up to tell you what they think or feel, but maybe they're just coming up to you to tell you something that wasn't clear for you before, some information you didn't know, or calling someone out on their lie, whatever that was. But you do have judgment here, so I feel like moving forward, you're going to make better judgment choices and that sort of thing. We'll just pull another one out because you did want something more exciting and more fun. But what does Candy need to know about something more exciting than learning the truth about things? The judgment is also about some sort of awakening and following your calling and having some clarity about what your purpose is. So that is fun. So I feel like there is some sort of sense of transformation coming through. Mama Moon says nothing is yet set in stone, so that's fun. It says visualizing what you want is there because there is still room for change. The best will unfold. Staying adaptable is the key to success right now. So make sure you're focused and stay with it. Stay with whatever it means to you. So don't get distracted. You may have to be a little bit flexible though. So that's the thing. That is what I got. Thanks. Miss Moonlight, past life reading, yes, for Miss Moonlight. I did get your message, Miss Moonlight. I haven't had a chance to message you back. We've been so busy. Oh my goodness. We need a vacation. That's what we need. We need things to slow down. For Miss Moonlight, who was Miss Moonlight in a past life that's affecting Miss Moonlight right now? What past life is affecting Miss Moonlight right now? The world, the whole world. So there, that's a hard one to beat, eh? If you're battling the whole world from a past life to now. What major lessons? Thank you. That you, Miss Moonlight, learned. How is this influencing Miss Moonlight now? How's this influencing Miss Moonlight now? How will Miss Moonlight heal from this and move forward? How will Miss Moonlight heal from this and move forward? Oh man, I guess you have to sew someone's mouth shut, it looks like. I don't know what that is about. Maybe don't do that. Don't take my advice. Oh man, for the world, maybe you were an explorer, travel agency, I don't know. But if this one says that you had extreme success and fame and acknowledgement, oh man, maybe that's why you don't want to do tarot readings. You already had the fame and everything. I don't know. You need to do it though. I feel like everyone would love Miss Moonlight's readings. Then it says universe is connected and cosmic traveler. So you could have been even a cosmic traveler of some sorts. Maybe a you'll do it? Okay, awesome. Don't say just kidding. I mean, like, just do it. Don't do the just kidding part. You have completed your purpose. So you did everything you're supposed to do in that life. So you're starting over now. The Ace of Swords is in the light, so I feel like what lessons you learned is how to have that sense of clarity and truth and coming up with new ideas, that victory, being on top of things, knowing what you want, what intentions you want to set and how to go after them. The Five of Cups. This is how that's influencing now. So I don't know if that's influencing you with relationships and disappointments or whatever's going on there, but there's some loss and grief. Disappointment is blinded to love. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but I feel there might have been some challenges. Maybe just needing to be more assertive and more powerful in your energy now. Maybe is what is influencing you. For the Five Wands in the dark, just fighting that competition and being the best channel that there is or influencer that you are. Overcoming this conflict and ego and competition with rivals. I would say that word wrong. Letting go of some aggression and tension there. Yeah. Yeah, you completed it. You're starting a new mission, but yeah, it seems like you have to defeat the idea of getting that badass success and fighting that competition and winning it. So it seems to be that's your new mission now. Love. Yeah, we're reading for love. What does love need to know right now? What does love need to know right now? Let's see. We'll try this one. These ones seem to want to be used tonight. What does love need to know right now? What does love need to know right now? What's going on in love's energy? The Fool. Oh, what's with all this negativity? Why are they all in the dark? We want some positive energy for love. Oh man. I don't know why they're all in the dark. I don't know if it's just a little matter of doubting, but I do feel like there's some new beginnings that wanting to emerge despite it being in the dark. You think yesterday's prediction happened today? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. For the Fool in the Dark, I do feel like this sense of you releasing whatever's going on and being more open-minded and more okay with your situation moving forward. Even though it's in the dark, you may be a little bit doubtful, but I feel like things are going to be picking up pace. You do have the Knight of Swords in the dark. So I do feel this energy of you being more ambitious, more motivated, and more knowing which direction you want to move towards, even though it may still be challenging. You may feel frustrated by it not coming fast enough or clear enough. The moon is in the dark as well, so I feel like there's still some hidden things that you may not know exactly, or some information that may not be clear to you right now with the moon card. But I do feel a sense of like things are not as clear as they appear. They're not as what they seem or what you're hoping that they'll be. I'm not quite sure what that energy is. I feel like that's causing some sort of confusion, uncertainty. But you have the King of Pentacles in the dark too. So I don't know if this is someone trying to come towards you or what this energy is. But I do feel like this sense of abundance is someone trying to prove themselves towards you. So I'm not quite sure what that is about. Doubtful of choices. Yeah, choices are always difficult. Yeah, I feel like right now, though, you're moving towards being more confident. I mean, I realize it, but I feel like that is what is going on here with the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. They're very confident in their decisions and their actions and that sort of thing, even though they may be a little bit protective and worrisome. But yeah, I feel like there's an energy around you of someone who is reliable that you can count on. I'm not sure if you met them yet or not, but they seem to be coming into your energy. That's what I got. The King of Swords, they're all in the dark. I read the cards for light to you, to the dark to me. So they were all in the dark towards you. That's why I said there's a lot of doubt there. A lot of delays. Things are not quite settled yet. I know I don't read them the same as other people, but that's how I read the cards. To the light to you, to the dark to me. The way you see them is how I read them. Dr. Fizza, hello. The next 2 days in love for Dr. Fizza. What does Dr. Fizza need to know in love in the next 2 days? What does Dr. Fizza need to know in love in the next 2 days? The Ten of Wands is in the dark. What's going on here? Ooh, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there's something that's trying to come through. Maybe not quite exactly 2 days, but it's coming. The Ten of Wands is in the dark. So I feel the sense of being relieved of stresses and worries and things like that. I feel like the responsibility side of things or the work side of things may feel a little bit lighter than they did before. The Judgment is in the light too. So I feel like the sense of awakening and trusting yourself to figure out who this love is coming towards you in the next 2 or plus days. I feel like it might be a little bit longer than 2 days, but I feel like this person is coming in very slow and steadily. They're not rushing into anything. But I feel like you will just know who they are when they do come into your energy. The Seven of Pentacles is in the light, so I feel this energy of, just have this renewal kind of energy, making progress, having patience with moving forward. And I feel this sense of releasing any frustrations or any things that make me feel a little impatient. I feel like you're going to be focusing more on making future plans. So I don't know if someone's going to ask you out, or if you're dating someone right now, that you're going to make future plans, because I feel like coming as well. The Eight of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like things are not going to be moving fast. I feel like they're moving really, really, really slowly. But they are progressing. There is progress, there is movement, it's just not fast, slow and steady. Let's see what's going on with this. Two of Cups. I do feel like the Two of Cups love is coming. I feel like it's in the dark just because it's delayed. It's taking its time. But it's working its way up there. Hi, Bernard. Hello. Today we're doing past life readings, Bernard. Cancer Sun. What does Cancer Sun need to know? Is Cancer Sun going to get better paid job? Are Cancer Sun's finances going to improve? Let's see for Cancer Sun. Is Cancer Sun going to be getting a better paid job? Is Cancer Sun going to be getting a better paid job? Ten of Pentacles, definitely. It seems like you will. It seems like you will get a better paid job. Ten of Pentacles is the best one for that question. Not quite sure what that was about, but we'll try this again. For Cancer Sun, how are Cancer Sun's finances? Are Cancer Sun's finances going to get better? Is Cancer Sun's finances going to get better? Is Cancer Sun's finances going to get better? Oh man, let's see. For the Ten of Pentacles in the light, I feel like you're going to get something. I feel like you're going to build on your foundation and find something that is more stable, more steady, more secure in the financial side of things. I'm not quite sure what that is for you, but I do feel like it is coming. The Four of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like there's still going to be some challenges with the finances, but I feel like there is room for growth, especially after you get this job, or figure out what it is. I don't know if it's like an advancement in a job that you have now, or if it's finding something new. But you have the Four of Swords in the dark, so I feel like it's just a matter of you taking the time to reflect and think about where you want to shift your focus and how you're going to move towards that. Sometimes we think about goals and think about wants and desires, but we think in big things. But sometimes little tiny baby steps to that goal is works faster than taking a big leap. For the Five of Swords, I feel like there is some energy of you fighting your way to the top. Some of us, you standing out, or asking your current job how you can advance yourself. What do you need to do to prove yourself that you can, crawl up the ladder of whatever that is in your job, or a matter of trying to figure out what competition you need to fight to, get a better paying job. But I feel like all these things are going to come into play. The Lovers is in the dark. The Lovers is about being at a crossroads with making a big decision, especially one with relationships or career. So I feel like it's just a matter of you finding your balance of what makes you happy. Sometimes it's not a matter of the best paying job, it's the job that makes you happy. If you're really happy in your job, you tend to go more often. If you're in a job that pays more but you're not happy, you tend to want to take more sick days and things like that. Or not putting as much effort into it as you would as if you loved it. So I feel like you're going to have those questions coming up soon that you will have to decide on what you want and how to motivate yourself to get to them. That's what I got. Hi, Blue. Hi, Spiritual Love. Fast Lane, best love reading. Oh, gosh. Dottie, hello. What's going on? What's going to happen to Dottie in the coming months? So what is going on in Dottie's life right now? What is going on in Dottie's life right now besides cards going all crazy? Apparently there's going to be some chaos. There's always chaos, eh, Dottie? Let's see what's going on in Dottie's life right now that she needs to know in the next couple of months. The Page of Pentacles. Oh man, I feel like you're waiting to hear from someone. They're not going to reach out to you anytime soon. Ugh, I feel like it's a matter of you being more ambitious, more diligent in your energy of where you're focusing on and where you're putting your energy and your time and all that sort of thing. But I feel like there's this energy of not really trusting or relying on others, but kind of just focusing on yourself and relying on your own and boosting that self of independence and self fulfillment kind of energy. I feel like is coming through, even though it's going to be hard. The Five of Cups can be hard in your emotions, but I think it's a matter of you moving beyond any past regrets or past things that have happened and focusing on what's coming next. Some things may have been disappointing or discouraging, but I feel like you're going to keep moving forward. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Light, so there's new possibilities, new beginnings. I don't know if this is an opportunity for a job or finances or whatever this is for you. I feel like you're going to get some new opportunities or new things to focus on, if that makes any sense. That's going to help you grow and release any of that negativity. You have the Hierophant as well. So remember your roots Hierophant is to remember who you are, who you truly are, you know, where you come from, your family roots, and that sort of thing, and how to grow from that. You know, sticking to your higher self. I mean, whatever that is for you. Yeah, giving yourself some self love. Sometimes it's not always about focusing on past traditions. It could be you creating new traditions for yourself and new routines and new things like that. It's a matter of you believing in yourself and moving forward with that. Just even get one more card for that for Dottie. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it's a matter of you going on this journey alone right now. Going through a journey of self-discovery is what I find. You're going to learn things about yourself that you didn't know that you could do, or find this courage or this fire in you that you didn't know was there. Spiritual love. What does spiritual love need to know about AJ? No, I read that backwards. What does spiritual love need to know about JA? Thoughts. What are JA's thoughts of spiritual love? What are JA's thoughts about spiritual love right now? Did he notice me passing by him? First we're gonna see what are JA's thoughts. Thank you. That turned itself right into the light for you, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Did JA notice spiritual love passing by? Did JA notice spiritual love passing by? The Ten of Cups, you certainly did. What does spiritual love need to know about JA? What does spiritual love need to know about JA? Well, somebody's in denial about their thoughts and feelings towards you. The Page of Pentacles, I feel like their thoughts about you is they feel like they should have talked to you, or they're thinking that they should have talked to you when they noticed you, but they didn't, so I feel like they're beating themselves up about not talking to you when they saw you. And they pretended that they didn't notice you. But I feel like they're regretting that now with the Five of Pentacles here. The Ten of Cups, I feel like they do have happy feelings towards you for sure. A lot of happiness and emotions towards you when they noticed you. Yeah, I'm wondering if they can start something new with you again. Whatever that is, because I do feel like they do have genuine feelings towards you that just awakened when they saw you for some reason. Maybe they were a little bit dead for a while, but or a little bit sleepy, but it just sparks some new emotions for sure. That is what I got. Mary, hello. Theme reading for Mary, yes. You were Mary and Mary Magdalene in a past life? Oh man, that'd be awesome. Let's see. Who was Mary in her past life that's affecting her life now? Who was Mary in a past life that is affecting her life now? I mean, I believe that we've had many past lives, not everyone. Apparently you had multiple things going on in your past life. What major lessons did Mary learn from that life that's affecting her now? How is this influencing her life now? How is this influencing Mary's life now? That is too many cards. We'll try that again. What is influencing Mary's life now from that past life? How is Mary going to heal and move forward now? That could probably explain what's going on here. Like if you were a twin flame, or I feel like you were a twin flame before this life. So you may have been struggling with finding your other half in that life. I don't feel like that is the same thing that's going on now, but I feel like in your past, like you had a life before this one, where this one you were torn apart and trying to navigate two different things at once. So I feel like one part of you became someone very spiritual, like a Mary Magdalene or something like that for sure. And I feel like you were also a dream reader or humanitarian. I feel like people really recognize your talents and you were very famous. I feel like you know there's a possibility that you wrote songs or you were a writer, whatever it was. I feel like you were rebelling against, you know, norms, whatever that is, maybe structure and routine and governments or whatever that was for you, which would make sense if you're an Aquarius now. I feel like Aquariuses are really good at, you know, being that humanitarian and all that sort of fun stuff. And then you could have the other part of you could have also been a messenger, someone who worked in a fast-paced environment, journalism or travel, whatever that was for you. You made quick decisions and you had to make quick decisions regarding communication. So I feel like you thrived in roles that were high energy and rapid and fast moving. It says you could have also been a Sagittarius, and that the other one you ripped apart, you could have been in two different places. Casting spells, so I feel like there was some sort of witchiness going in there, or mysticism, whatever that is, lingering in that past energy as well. Maybe some sort of healer, I don't know. But what major lessons you learned was a Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you learned a lot of things about being a student and listening and exploring and figuring new things out. I feel like that helped you to be more ambitious and more diligent in your choices and decisions and that sort of thing, more goal oriented, more loyal to your family and that sort of situation to lay down foundations and make some future plans and that sort of thing. How is that influencing now? It could be you trying to figure out how to navigate being in your energy now. So I don't know if you're a twin flame again now and you're still not put back together the way you should be. But you know, a twin flame is like your soul gets ripped in two different pieces when you pass. So, you know, sometimes you just always wonder about where the other piece of you are. Um and some people believe that's a good thing, but it usually isn't. For the Eight of Swords in the dark. So I feel like that is a hard thing to try to navigate if you feel like something's missing. So I'm not quite sure if that's influencing you now, because if it says that's influencing you now, though, that's in the now position. Trapped in restricted victimization. So, yeah. Or if that makes you feel more trapped and restricted and powerless in the pursuits that you're trying to do now. How to heal and move forward, it seems to just a matter of realizing that's what that is and just focusing on the bits of you that you do have control over, and how you want to navigate it moving forward with it. Let's just see, is there any advice for Mary on how to deal with this? Can you get some advice to Mary on how to deal with all of this energy? Commitment. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is someone who is still learning, still developing her skills, but also being committed and consistent in the efforts that you are pursuing in this life and this now. So maybe if you focus on that now, you can make yourself feel more whole again for your next life, so you all stay intact in one person instead of looking for the other bits of you that may have been I don't know where they went, but yeah. Geneva, hello. What happened to Andrew? He's been missing for years. Is he still alive? Let's see what happened to Andrew Gostin. What happened to Andrew Gostin? Right, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that know what happened to Andrew Gostin. Last one? I guess I did. Oh, what happened to Andrew Gostin? Am I saying that right? Is he missing? Is Andrew missing? Three of Wands. Is Andrew still with us? Is Andrew still with us on this life on this earth? Seems to be it. Seems to be missing, but still alive. What is going on with Andrew? What is he up to? What is Andrew doing right now? What is Andrew up to right now? So for your answer, it does seem yes that he is missing, or maybe there's a lot of people missing him. The Seven of Cups means that he's still alive, so that is a good one. The Six of Pentacles is in the light too, so I feel this energy of him getting things done. I feel like I don't know, I have this feeling that he's working in like finances or doing something with some money. So I don't know, like a cashier, works in finances, works at a bank. I don't know. Seems to be like a financial thing. Seems to be a really strong energy. I feel like he is having good times wherever he is, feeling connected. I don't know if he moves away to be with family or what that is for him. The Six of Swords is in the dark though, so I do feel the sense of them distancing and stalling and not really wanting to return back to where he's missing from. The Two of Wands, though, he is focusing on some future plans and trying to decide what is best to do. I feel like there is some thoughts in his mind about returning to back where he is, but I don't feel like it's strong enough for him to actually decide yes. But it could be. He's still planning. He's still trying to figure it out. What decisions he wants to make on his path moving forward. What else does Geneva need to know about this Andrew person? What else does Geneva need to know about this Andrew person? The Page of Wands. I feel like he doesn't want to communicate with anyone from his past right now, though. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's what I got. Thank you, Mary, for being here. Thank you. Good night. You're welcome, Geneva. Hot Sun. What does E like about Hot Sun and expect from their connection? What does E like about Hot Sun? What does E like about Hot Sun right now? What does E like about Hot Sun right now? What does E like about Hot Sun right now? What can Hot Sun expect in their connection with E? What can Hot Sun expect with their connection with E? For the Tower, this is what E likes about you. So I feel like they do like the sudden unexpected changes or not really knowing what to expect from you. So maybe they enjoy whatever chaos is going on around the two of you right now. But there's also the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like they really very much value your independence. They value that all the efforts you put into the relationship or the connection between the two of you, even though they know that they're not holding up their end of the deal, they appreciate all what you do. I feel like that is what they really do like about you. For the Ten of Swords and the Light, what I expect from their connection, I feel like some destruction, some chaos. I feel like they are not always good at whatever's going on in their lives. They do end up feeling like a failure and feeling defeated and that sort of fun stuff. Well, I guess it's not really fun in this case, but yeah, but I feel like they feel like they're trying their best, or they will, or they know they should try more to have an equal balance between the give and take between the two of you, or they know that they should support and share with you more than they do. They're just struggling with that for some reason. What else does Hot Sun need to know from this connection? What else does Hot Sun need to know from this connection? What else does Hot Sun need to know from this connection? Justice. So, I feel like they do want to try to make things more fair with the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card. I feel like it is something that they're working on, about taking more accountability and being more honest with you and open with you. But it seems to be a work in progress, though. So I'm not sure how quickly that's going to come to play. Gonna go ahead. Kenya. What does Tanya need to know right now about CCS? Well, CCS want to travel this August with Tanya. Will CCS want to travel this August with Tanya? Will CC want to travel this August with Tanya? The Chariot isn't a light. The Chariot is a yes card. And it is a traveling card as well, so I'd say yes. How is this traveling with Tanya going to play out? How is traveling going to play out for CC and Tanya? Oh, it might be rough. I'm not sure if the roughness is before or during this traveling experience, because there is a Chariot. I do feel a sense of success and determination and moving forward with the travel plans. But the King of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like there's some imbalance, some self-doubt, some control issues about what to compromise and what not kind of thing. The King of Wands is also in light, so I feel like even though there might be some challenges with that, there's going to be some hot, fiery passion and energy in this trip, right? The traveling trip. I feel the sense of, that bold moves, especially with love and passion and taking action and that sort of thing. The Four of Pentacles is also in the dark though, so I feel the sense of them being a little bit insecure, a little bit possessive of their things or their money or whatever's going on there. Not really wanting to overshare, even though they seem to be very romantic in their energy with the King of Wands. So that's what I got. Hi, Sunflower. You're welcome, Tanya. Welcome, Geneva and Hudson. Ellie, what secrets are the good? Okay, what secret are the good aliens, beings, hiding from me? Let's see. What secrets are the aliens hiding from Ioli? What secrets are the aliens hiding from Ioli? What secrets are the aliens hiding from Ioli? Eight of Wands. I feel like with the Eight of Wands, my first thought was they're the ones, like, it's their fault that time just feels like it's going by faster than it used to. Like, time just. I feel like the days go so much faster myself. I feel like that, the fast movement, that I feel like the aliens are to blame for that, making the world spin a little bit faster and in the wrong direction than it used to. The Three of Swords is in the light too, so I feel like the master plan is to make everyone feel heartbroken and disappointed and grief and sorrow and all the trauma that's been going on in the world. But you're not supposed to know that. We're all not supposed to know that, probably. The King of Cups is also in the dark, so I feel like they're trying to figure out the balance between people's heads and hearts and trying to get that matched up, aligned properly. But they're working on it. It's a work in progress. They haven't figured it out yet. They keep trying. The Three of Pentacles here. They're trying to work with you and maybe some other mundane human people that they're trying to figure out how to work as a collective and as a team and try to get everyone on the same goal and why they're doing all this, because they're trying to save the planet here, but they're not doing a very good job at it because they're aliens, we're humans. Alright, they're trying to climb mountains here for everyone, but they're not always doing it in the best energy. The Ten of Pentacles in the dark. They're trying their best, but the King of Wands are trying to make magic happen. They can be a little bit impulsive, a little mature, a little bit hot-tempered in their energy, and decide to make the world spin backwards sometimes. But or it feels like they are. They can be a little rebellious, but they can be charming too. So there's that. They're trying to be charming, especially to you, Ioli. Oh man, I lost my camera. Hopefully it'll just come back on its own. Oh, it's gone. I think it's gonna come back. Oh, it came back. Woohoo! Good job. Oh, thank you. Sarah. Jen's current true feelings for Sarah. What are Jen's current true feelings for Sarah? Ooh, there's some feelings coming through there. There may be a little bit denial about it all, but there's feelings there. Um, how does he see Sarah? How does Jean see Sarah? How does Jean see Sarah? Does Jean care about Sarah? I would say yes, but how does Jean care about Sarah? Does Jean care about Sarah? I would say that Jean cares very deeply about you, but they're a little denial, or they're not really connecting or putting a lot of thought into their feelings. I feel like a lot of things that's going on between the two of you is all in his mind, and he doesn't want to face what's really truly going on in his heart. Like that's what's going on. So the Queen of Cups here, I feel like he knows that you're the Queen of Cups. You're someone who is very compassionate, very nurturing, very caring, very reliable towards him, and you're always there for him, no matter how moody or whatever is going on with him he gets. Right? I feel like he knows that. He knows that the two of you have a spiritual connection together and a close bond, or you could potentially have one if he tried a little harder, right? Um, yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of feelings coming through here. The Five of Pentacles, I feel like he's in denial about his heart, and I feel like that's why the Five of Pentacles is there. But I feel the two of you have a very grounding, earthy, natural, nurturing connection between the two of you, even though he may have had a lot of hardships in his life or whatever's going on with that. But I just feel the sense that he keeps wanting to isolate himself and he keeps abandoning things and relationships, and he has a hard time to commit to anything right now. How he sees you, I feel like he sees that you are, you are everything. The moon, I feel like he does know that the two of you are connected spiritually more than just friends or whatever's going on between the two of you. But I feel like he's really focused on the illusion of it, or like wondering if he's just like your connection between the two of you is not real, even though it is. I feel like they're, you know the Lovers too, being at a crossroads with making a decision to move forward towards you or not. Um, Delusional, I don't really feel like it's delusional. I just think he has a hard time believing that there is as deep connection between the two of you as there is. Because he has the Five of Pentacles in the dark too. So I feel like you know, he feels like there is a connection because of the Two of Cups here and the Queen of Cups and the Moon. The Moon is in the light, so it's a positive card. It's just a matter of them not really believing what's really and truly in front of them. So they're spending more time in their mind instead of in their heart. So they don't want to look into their heart to see if there's any feelings there because they don't want to believe that it's true. But, so they're at a crossroads with being in love with you and pulling back and isolating themselves and abandoning the situation between the two of you. Um, yeah. So it's not really strongly positive, but it's not strongly negative either. It's just kind of the situation that seems to be around his energy right now. Will he leave his country? I feel like no. I feel like not. He has a lot of things he needs to think about. He's at a crossroads making that type of decision. Yeah. He hasn't made any decision up yet. You're welcome, Sarah. Theme reading. Yes, past life for reading. For oops. Lane Light? Lane Light? Am I saying that right? Past life reading for Lane Light. Who was Lane Light in a past life that is affecting their life now? What past life is affecting Lane Lit now? What past life? Oops, the cards are going the wrong direction. There we go. What past life is affecting Lane Lit right now? I don't know why I took out so many cards for you, but apparently you have a lot of past lives that's coming through. But we're gonna try to get through it all. um, what major lessons did Lanelit learn? What past lessons? What major past lessons did Lanelit learn in their past lives? How are these past lives influencing Lanelit now? How can Lanelit heal and move forward now? So yeah, a few past lives here. I feel like you were a business owner of some sort. You're a very hardworking, very successful business person. I feel like you could have also been a farmer if you weren't a business person, but I feel like you had a lot of expectations, were very high. I feel like you were very clever and very stable and secure in your energy at one of those lives. You have another one that wanted to come through, and this is the Queen of Swords. So I feel in this one you were very powerful and independent. You didn't take no for an answer. You spoke your mind. You didn't bite your tongue. You said what you had to say. I feel like you were very clear, and maybe you were like someone who was like a judge or a lawyer, or someone who was just being able to help people make other decisions. And it seems like you did play fair in that lifetime. And then this one is a death card. So I feel like whatever was going on there, that this life you may have died pretty quickly. So you could have been a child. I feel like that one you didn't live very long. But I feel like you were very spiritual as well, though. I feel like you had a connection to the spiritual side of the world, even though that didn't last long. For the Wheel of Fortune in the Dark, this is the major lesson that you learned. I feel like you learned that things are not always fair, even though that was something that you tried to really accomplish in one of your past lives. That you learned to just go with the flow, go with the cycles as they come, and try to find the positive things, even when things are not going well. For the Page of Cups in the light, I feel like what's influencing you now that you've learned back from then is to be more imaginative, more creative, more spontaneous in your energy than rigid and sticking to the law kind of thing, and being more open-minded and more into your heart than you did before. For the Seven of Cups in the Dark, I feel like there's the side of you that even though you want to explore the fantasy type of the world, sometimes you just want to escape reality and lose yourself in a book or whatever that is for you. That logic side of you still comes through very strongly, and you want to have the information, the details that are needed to make choices in your life right now rather than just solely following your heart and being more optimistic. Yeah. So I feel like you're moving forward in that a lot. Let's just see if we can give some advice in all of this. How exactly can Lanelit move forward in all this energy? The King of Swords, just keep moving forward, being assertive in your energy. You may have to work on your patience a little bit and be more ambitious, especially on the creative side of things. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles too. Be more nurturing and caring and sensible in your energy, especially towards yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like you already were hard on yourself in a past life. So take some time for yourself and heal any past wounds that need to be healed. And keep moving forward. You got this. What the universe is saying about the person on my mind. Okay, I need cards for that. For Blue, what is the universe saying about the person on Blue's mind? Universe, what are you saying about the person on Blue's mind? Great spirits, great guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, or the universe are walking to Blue a message about the person that's on Blue's mind right now. What's going on the person's mind, on Blue's person's mind? Oh man, I messed that up so many times. For Blue, what is going on with a person on Blue's mind? Okay, this wants to come through. We'll take it. Where is it gonna go? Where is this connection gonna go? Where is this connection gonna go? Where is this connection gonna go? For the Hermit in the dark, I feel like the universe is feeling like this energy between you and the person in your mind is going very, very slow. Like, I feel like there's some delays, there's some low moving train energy coming through here. I feel like the person, I don't know if it's you or the person that on your mind is going through some self healing, some self reflection, and some sort of thing like that. Because I feel like they're feeling more towards themselves right now than expressing themselves to others. Like the Eight of Wands is in the dark too, so I feel like whatever the connection is between the two of you is going very slowly, and I feel like the spirits in the universe want you to go slowly with this person as well. There is a devil here, so I feel like the person in your mind is learning to release negativity, learning how to release things, maybe even overcoming some sort of toxic energy or addiction or whatever that is for them. But I just feel the sense of even though they may want to have some sexual desires towards you or you towards them, I do feel that energy coming through as well. It's just them trying to release that toxic shit and moving forward. They're working on it. Where is this connection going is going very slow and steady. You have the Four of Pentacles, nothing's being rushed here. But they're not walking away because the Eight of Cups is in the dark, so they're staying put. They're not going anywhere right now, so there's going to be time for the two of you to figure out what is what in this connection. There is the Four of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel the sense of them learning to let go. Like, I feel like learning how to let go of a lot of things, not just feelings and emotions, but past relationships and past traumas or whatever that was. They're learning boundaries and limits and all that sort of thing. I feel like they're working on feeling more secure in their energy rather than insecure in their energy, and trying to be a little bit more still. That is what I got though, Blue. Avy, hello. For Ave, what does Ave need to know right now in general? What does Ave need to know right now in general? What does Ave need to know right now in general? What does Ave need to know right now in general? Ooh, there's some things coming along here. The Temperance, I feel like there's a little bit of an imbalance going on in your mind, heart, and soul. I feel like it's a matter of focusing on that alignment, taking the middle road, not rushing into anything too quickly, being a little bit more stable and secure in your current energy, or just adapting to the situation that you have on hand. But I just feel the sense of you being more at peace and more calm in your energy moving forward, because you do have the Three of Cups. So I feel like even though things are going to keep pick up pace, it's a matter of you adapting to picking up pace while still being calm, not getting overly emotional or overly excited about things. But I just feel the sense of you celebrating, having good times, going out and socializing, getting out of the community or whatever that is for you, and embracing that fun energy. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of happiness and support and excitement coming your way. But at the same time, it's a matter of like, don't go too fast, don't go ahead of yourself, slow down a little bit. The Emperor here, I feel like it's really a matter of you being focused on being in charge of your path and your destination, right? Because self-discipline does lead to success. It's just a matter of you being open and accepting of it. But I do feel this energy of you taking that control or taking that control back, if that's a means anything to you. You have the Magician in the dark as well, so I feel like it's a matter of you being more mindful of yourself and like focusing on skills that you haven't quite developed yet, or things that you are capable of doing that you may not realize that you are. I feel this energy of this, the Magician energy wanting to come through. You're learning more about yourself and your talents and your capabilities and your strength and moving forward. But I feel like it's also a matter of not rushing things, letting things go run its course smoothly and slowly. That is what I got. Hopefully that made some sense. Mary, hello. What I don't see coming the rest of the month. Ooh, what is going on for the rest of the month for Mary? What's going on for Mary? What's going on in Mary's energy? What is going on in Mary's energy? You're welcome, Lanelet. What is going on in Mary's energy? What is going on in Mary's energy? What does Mary need to know for the rest of the month? What does Mary need to know for the rest of the month? Trying to find your energy, Mary. Oh man. What does Mary not see coming between now and the rest of the month? Ooh. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the dark. So I do feel this energy of you picking up pace, or things at work or your work or finances and that sort of thing may be going a little bit slowly or slower than you're hoping, or slower than you're expecting. I'm not quite sure how that's going to play out for you, because I just feel this sense of feeling a little bit frustrated. So I don't know if it's a matter of like working more, even though things look like they're going slower, if that makes any sense. I have no idea. But you do have the Nine of Swords, so I feel like it's going to come with a lot of stress and a lot of worry and a lot of things. But sometimes stress and worry comes because you care so much, right? Success does come with stress and anxieties and worries and all that sort of fun stuff. So I feel like there's going to be some work situation that's going to be like, I don't know, a little bit chaotic, it may be. For the Eight of Cups, I feel you're gonna move past it. You're gonna you're gonna figure out what is important for you to tackle right now and what you can leave or not bother with and keep moving forward. Yeah, I really feel like that's coming your energy, or like figuring out what you need to release and what you need to move forward with. Yeah, because I feel like there's gonna be some things you're gonna learn, like, okay, that's not working for me in my work or career, whatever that is. So let that go and move forward. The Ten of Cups is in the light, so I feel like that's gonna give you a sense of happiness and hope and harmony in your energy, giving you that sense of freedom, maybe not overbooking yourself, but I feel like you're gonna release something that's gonna make you feel better about yourself or your energy or whatever's going on, maybe your family life. What does Mary need to know about this Ten of Cups energy? What is being relieved here? The Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is in the dark. So, it may not always be rainbows and sunshines, but you got this. You have the Page of Cups. So you're going to get some feedback by something or other, making sure that you are feeding your inner child energy. Making sure that you are being realistic with your expectations and your head's not getting ahead of yourself, kind of thing. But yeah, you got this. Hi Diamond, how are you? Hello. What are R's feelings for Zed? What are R's feelings for Zed right now? Great Spirit, Spirit Guide, Ancestors, Angels, or Faith, I want to come and give Bernie a message. What are R's feelings for Zed? What are R's feelings for Zed? What are R's feelings for Zed? Ooh. I feel like there are some good feelings here for the R has for Zed for sure. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever's going on between R and Zed, that R is feeling to go slow and steady, not wanting to rush into anything, wanting to be very practical and reliable in their energy. But yeah, I feel like they are going very slow and steady. I feel like they're open to communication or whatever's going on between the two of them. There is the Nine of Wands in the dark though. So I do feel like, even though they're trying to let go of some guards and some boundaries, they still have some up, even though they're trying to let loose a little bit. Not quite sure what's up with that, because I feel like there's a lot of stubborn energy coming through, a little defensive. Refusing to compromise with something or other between the two of them. For the Knight of Cups and a Light, I do feel like there's energy of them wanting to be charming and romantic and loving and all that sort of fun energy, but at the same time they're overthinking and overanalyzing the situation between the two of them as well. There's a little bit of an imbalance going on there. So I don't know if it's a matter of Zed having more feelings towards R than R does for Zed. Not that R does have feelings, they do. It's just, you know, they don't want to open up their heart and spill everything out all at once. They want to go slow and just, you know, little drops at a time rather than over spilling the love bombing thing. And I feel like Zed may, you know, have stronger outwardly feelings towards R. So there's a little bit of balance there, but you know, there is something. That's what I got. Bernard! Is Bernard in the house? What's next in the next generation? Oh my goodness, tell me what you can read. What are you doing? Bernard, I have no idea what that question is. Do you want to know what your past life is? I can give you a past life reading. The next generation, I don't know. Let's see what was going on in the last generation, though. For Bernard, what does Bernard need to know? What does Bernard need to know about his past life? What does Bernard need to know about his past life? Oh, general reading. General reading. Okay, general. I can do general reading. Okay, I wasn't quite sure what you meant by generation. Gotcha. I can do a general reading, Bernard. Sorry about that. General reading for Bernard. What does Bernard want to know right now? Pearlfly lyrics? Okay, gotcha. What does Bernard need to know right now? What does Bernard need to know right now? What does Bernard need to know right now? Oh man, the tower energy's out, Bernard. You know that's not good. Will it be a past life love reading? Well, I put the past life cards away right now because you wanted a general reading. We could pull one out to see if there was past love there, though. For the tower, I feel like there's going to be some sudden unexpected changes, but I feel like you're expecting the changes right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But, yeah, you have the Three of Pentacles, so I feel like there's going to be an imbalance between you and the co-workers at your work. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, too. I just feel like, some people may not be on the same page as you moving forward throughout this week or whatever's going on the next, couple of weeks, maybe. I feel like there may be some slowing down, a little bit of disruption in your energy, especially with this Nine of Cups energy, because it's in the dark, right? I feel like, you know, some wishful thinking or wishful hoping may not be fulfilled as soon as you're wanting it to be. You know, I feel like it's just a matter of going slow and steady and being content in the current energy. You have the Eight of Wands in the light, so I feel like things are going to pick up pace by the end of the week or next week. Things are going to start to pick up pace. Who was Bernard's past lover? Who was Bernard's past lover? Let's see. Who was Bernard's past love? Oh my goodness, your past love was a tower? Bernard, you brought the chaos from the past life into this life. That's the problem. You're supposed to leave the past life chaos in the past life. You're not supposed to bring it forward. Oh man. Whoever your angel was, I feel like there was an angel as your past life lover there. You know, she followed her heart, she lived her life purpose, she chose the right one by being with you. I feel like you will find her again in this life. You will. You know, it may take some time, but you will figure out who she is. That's what you meant the first time? Okay, I'm glad. We figured it out. Kritika, hello. What? General reading for the current situation. Yes, for Kritika. What Kritika needs to know right now? What's going on? Ooh, the Four of Wands. Why is it all in the dark? Ooh, your strength is good. Your strength is good. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, well, it's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. You do have the Four of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune going in the wrong direction, but, you know. Life would be boring if there wasn't any chaos, right? The Four of Wands is in the dark, so I feel this energy of, making sure that you're being honest with yourself. You're not putting on a show for others just because you want to please them or cater to them or give more of yourself to them than what they deserve, right? Be focused on your own energy, your own capabilities of what you can handle and manage right now. And don't sell yourself short. I feel like it's a matter of you making the positive changes you want to see happening moving forward because you do have the strength, right? It's a matter of finding that courage, that confidence, that inner power that you have and just let it shine a little stronger so that other people know that's there. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you are fulfilling your foundations. You are putting things in place right now for your future, even though you may not always realize it. But I feel like you are. You're learning how to come into your power and be more confident and stable and secure in your mind and things that are going on. Even though it may be a little bit chaotic, you're getting there. I do feel that for you. I feel the success coming your way, just sense of you settling down coming up soon. I feel the sense of you seeing your value and raising your standards for yourself and raising your vibrations of whatever coming next for you, right? I feel that for you. Yeah. I feel like there's a commitment coming towards you. So I don't know if that's a commitment in love or commitment in career, but I do feel like there is something coming through for you as well. Let's just see. What is this? What's coming towards Pratika right now? What is this commitment coming towards Pratika right now with the Ten of Pentacles energy? The Tower. So things may get a little bit more chaotic before you see, things settling down, but it is coming. There's going to be some sudden changes. Whatever it is, I feel like it's going to, test your strength and test how strong you are to overcome the challenges. And I feel like that's going to lead you to some sort of success. It sounds weird, but that's what seems what's coming. I'm not quite sure. I know you wanted the current situation one, but it seems like this is what, your current situation is kind of preparing you for what's coming next. For Sunflower, what is coming towards Sunflower? Let's see, what's coming towards Sunflower that Sunflower should be worried about? What's coming towards Sunflower that Sunflower should be worried about? What is coming towards Sunflower that Sunflower should be worried about? I feel like there's going to be some challenges and disappointments coming your way. The Queen of Cups, I feel like someone's going to express their feelings towards you, and just because they're kind of like not in the best mood or their best mindset. Not quite sure what's going on with this person, but I feel like they're a little bit, I don't know if they're a little bit bitchy or just them feeling that they need to have power and they want to tell you what to do and control everything. I don't know. But I feel like whatever it is, you are going to overcome it. Your Ten of Swords is in the dark. So you're going to rise above. You're going to defeat this energy. I feel like you're going to defend yourself and move forward. You have the Eight of Swords and a Light too. So whatever is making you feel restricted, I feel like it's just a matter of you going with the flow. If you need help, ask for it. I feel like there is this energy that, whatever situation is, you may just have to ride the waves as they come. But things are going to pick up pace for you. I do feel that. You are going to rise above. The Seven of Pentacles is in the dark. It's just a matter of realizing what goals and what things you want to pursue moving forward. Harvesting your resources or harvesting information, whatever you need to gather to see where you can put your energy and growth moving forward. Daughter, father, oh, maybe that's who that the Queen of Cups is. Yeah, I feel like there's this energy of someone trying to disrupt your energy. But I feel like you need to stay strong and, fight for it. Figure out where you want to put your seed, right? The Seven of Pentacles, if it was in the light, it'd be like planting your seed and nurturing it and watering it and making it grow. So I feel in this case, it's focusing on your resilience and your strength. Yeah, you're gonna have to fight that. You have to rise above and overcome that challenge for sure. Don't worry about it. Just stay strong and do what you gotta do. Don't let them control you. Be a couple steps ahead. Bernadette, hello. What does Bernadette need to know right now? 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 The Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is in the light, so now's the time to step it up, stand on guard, whatever that is for you. You know, fight the battles that you need to fight. I just feel this energy of you defending your position, defending your reputation, all those sort of fun things. They're not really fun, but you know, very challenging. I just feel it's a matter of you setting those clear boundaries and protecting yourself moving forward for whatever your situation is right now. You do have the Five of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel like things are going to start to be less challenging, especially with the work issues or the struggles with work or family life, whatever that is for you. You have the Six of Cups in the light, so I feel like some, you know, past things from your past are going to creep back up on you, but it's in the light. So I feel like whatever the past situation is, you are going to have some positive memory. There's some positive things going on, or there could be some positive things coming out of it one way or another, even though it may feel challenging at first. You do have the Three of Pentacles, so I do feel a sense of you collaborating and working together with someone else, or sharing opinions or sharing ideas, whatever that is, with someone else as well. That's going to help you see some sort of growth and potential of what's coming next. What does Bernadette need to know from this energy? What does Bernadette need to know from this energy? The King of Swords, you know, being strong, being the authority of whatever decisions you need to make moving forward. You know, I feel like it's a matter of you being more logical in your mind, like more sticking to the facts, sticking to the truth or the evidence, whatever that is for you, and not get carried away with some sort of fantasy or things that are not really in the books for you right now, kind of thing. Yeah, it's trying to find that stability and belonging. May be a little bit difficult right now, so I feel like it's a matter of you sticking to your own truth, sticking to yourself, and knowing what is what, you know? That is what I got. Diamond, hello Diamond. What does Diamond need to know? Is there any messages from Diamond's angels? Is there any messages for Diamond from our angels? Is there any spirit guides? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Diamond a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Diamond a message? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Diamond a message of the universe? There we go. I think we got it. Oh, here comes Beastie. She's coming to say hello. I'm probably figuring that she hasn't said hello in a while. I don't know if you heard her, but she said hello. For the Three of Pentacles in the light, I do feel like there's this energy of you seeking opportunities. You're looking for opportunities. You're like you look for those opportunities. Keep your eyes peeled to whatever that is. But I feel like there's a sense of growth and transformation trying to come your way, one way or another. And I feel like it's a matter of you sharing your goals or sharing your ideas with others that's going to help you along this journey that you're on right now. The Six of Wands, I feel like it's not going to be like a huge ass success victory, but I feel like it's going to be something that's going to get you going to see what else is out there for you. You have the Star, so the universe is truly blessing you right now. You know, I feel like there's a sense of renewal and hope and optimism coming your way. I do feel like there's a sense of you know, just having faith and looking for opportunity. Like I feel like there's a big energy that there's an opportunity that may be coming your way. So keep an eye for it, because I feel like your angels and spirits and the guides and all those people don't want you to miss out on this. You know, there's the Five Pentacles in the dark too, so I think this opportunity may even help you out with your financial situation. So I feel like this will make some improvements if you welcome the energy in. What exactly does Diamond need to know about that? What exactly does Simon have to know about this opportunity? I feel like it's something that you have to look for. It's not just gonna land on your plate, you know? The Ten of Cups, happy home, happy life. There is something that's gonna help things grow. The Four of Cups. Yeah, I think it's a matter of clearing your mind and trying to figure out what this is. I think it may be like a job or something. I don't know. But I feel like there is potential of it giving you some happiness and harmony and a sense of emotional stability. The Four of Cups, and I feel like this is something that you can contemplate on. You know, you may feel a little disconnected, a little discomfort with it. You may not like this opportunity, but it seems to be a good one anyways. That's what I got. The Love is that card. Yeah, I feel like it was an opportunity for you to make more money. I feel like that's what it was about. It's kind of some sort of opportunity to make more money, some sort of job or something along those lines. Kimberly. How does Marshall currently feel about Kimberly? Yeah, but you have to look for it though. It's not just gonna appear in front of somewhere. I feel like you're gonna look online or look in a newspaper, look somewhere, and when you see it, I feel like it's a matter of you jumping on it. For Kimberly, how does Marshall currently feel about Kimberly? Oops, all the cards are just, I guess these cards are, you don't want to be, you don't want to read for Marshall today. Let's see. We'll find Kimberly some new cards. We'll try these ones. What does Kimberly need to know about Marshall's feelings today? What does Kimberly need to know about Marshall's feelings right now? What does Kimberly need to know about Marshall's feelings today? He thinks you're the Empress. Oh man, I feel that love and romance coming through. What are Marshall's current feelings towards Kimberly right now? What is Marshall's current feelings towards Kimberly right now? Oh man, I feel like he does know that you are the Empress. You're someone who's very grounded, very stable, very beautiful in your energy, right? I feel like they do know that. I feel the sense of them. Just kind of like knowing that you do have those maternal, natural, nurturing instincts, you know? But I feel like they don't know what to do with this. They just don't know how to move forward. They have their heart very guarded. They don't want their heart broken. I feel like they don't want to break your heart either because they have a lot of respect and a lot of value towards you. So I feel like they're very much guarded. You know, they don't want to disrupt or break the energy between the two of you or the connection between the two of you at all. And they don't feel confident enough in themselves to have the power to pursue this the way that it should be. So I feel like they're very fearful of ruining whatever connection the two of you have. They're very much not trusting themselves. What else does Kimberly need to know about this energy with Marshall? Oh, they're trying to figure out if there is a future between the two of you, but they're a little bit stuck. You know, there is a lot of love and romance and all that sort of fun stuff here with the Two of Cups, but it is in the dark, so they're hesitating. They don't want to lose you and break. I feel like that would break their heart. So it's kind of like, is there a future with Kimberly without any heartbreak between the two of us ever? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of heavy things going on in Marshall's mind that may be guarding his feelings stuff coming out towards you. That's what I got though. Moonbeam is offering anyone a second question if anyone wants one. Or if there's anybody else who's watching who wants a reading, it's just exclamation mark join, followed by your question. I am doing past life readings if anyone wants one of those too. Guess everyone is busy tonight. Theme reading Libra. What does Moonbeam need to know about his past life? What does Moonbeam need to know about his past life? Who is Moonbeam in a past life that's affecting his life now? What, apparently he had a lot of past lives, but you know, you don't have that much time. What past life is affecting Moonbeam's life right now? The devil, of course. I should have guessed that already. Oh man. Moonbeam was the devil in the past life. Maybe it was a pimp, right? I've read that the devil can represent the pimp, so sometimes the devil is shown with two other people. Oh man. What major lessons did Moonbeam learn from that? How is that influencing Moonbeam's life now? How is that influencing Moonbeam's life now? How is that influencing Moonbeam's life now? How is Moonbeam going to heal and move forward? How is Moonbeam going to heal and move forward? You're sure you've been an angel? I don't know. The cards are disagreeing with that, Moonbeam. Well, the devil says you could have been corrupt, you could have been cruel in your past life. I don't really see you as being so cruel, though. You could have been a drug dealer or a pimp, you know, had some toxic obsessions. I don't know, maybe you're one of those people that were addicted to sex. I have no idea. But for the Four of Cups, your major lesson that you learned is you learned to take time to meditate and come into your spirituality and that sort of fun stuff, right? So you learned how to let go of any frustrations and any things that pulls you back instead of moving forward. And then you have how is that influencing your life now is getting some clarity and truth and coming up with new ideas and new victories. Being able to see things clearly without misjudging something or other, you know? You have the Ace of Cups here, so I feel like you're going to heal and move forward by finding true love, you know, new love, new feelings, opening up your emotional awakening and intuitive spirituality. So I feel like you were a devil and you're going to become an angel, it seems. That is what I got. For Kimberly, how come Marshall watches Kimberly on social media but doesn't text much? What is going on in Marshall's energy? It probably has to do with him not wanting to have a relationship with you, even though he wants one, because he doesn't want to break your heart or his heart, it seems. Well, let's see what the cards have to say about that. For Kimberly, why does Marshall watch Kimberly's social media? Why is Marshall watching Kimberly's social media? Aww. I feel like it's because he feels like you're very honest and truthful and you just say it as it is. I don't know what you post, but whatever it is, he doesn't like it. You know, he feels like you know, you're going through the cycles, sees your watches, your achievements as they come. How come Marshall doesn't text Kimberly much? Why does Marshall not text Kimberly much? Nine of Wands. I feel like he values your independence and values you as a person and has a lot of respect for you and knows that you're close to success and achievements and how persistent you are in your energy. I feel like he doesn't want to disrupt that energy. You know, he wants to let you be free with possibilities and adventure, not really tied down to him, it seems. I feel like he feels like he's not the best person for you for whatever reason. I feel a sense of protection here. Ten of Cups, yeah, doesn't want to cause you any unhappiness or any sadness or anything like that. He wants you to have a happy, fulfilled life. Do you just want to go? Hi, Amelia. How are you? Welcome. You're welcome, Kimberly. Amelia, what does my twin flame think about me right now? Let's see for Amelia. What is Amelia's twin flame? The star. Ooh. What does Amelia's twin flame think about them right now? What does Amelia's twin flame think about them right now? Oh man. I feel like our twin flame has a lot of faith in the connection between the two of you. I don't know if you know who they are or not, but I feel like they feel very hopeful. I feel like you feel like there's a lot of healing and stuff in your energy, or they feel a lot of healing in your energy towards them. I feel like there's been some sudden changes, or they're worried about sudden changes and things just crumbling down around them. I feel like they're trying very much to avoid that. I feel like they want to have better control over their decisions and desires, but I feel like they keep getting stuck on some sort of repetitive cycle and being more focused on the negative side of things rather than the positive. So I feel like they realize that they need to work harder to get your energy or to get your attention, whatever that is between the two of you. And they want to look ahead. They want to be confident, but at the same time, they keep being trapped with looking at the past instead of moving forward in the future. What does Amelia need to know about what they're thinking right now about all of this energy? They're lovers. They are at a crossroads of trying to decide what's the next move or how they want to play this out or how to improve themselves like they would like to. Yeah, I feel like they feel stuck and they keep returning to some negative mindset, but they're wanting to move forward. They're trying very hard to move forward. They're trying to shift their perspective to see what else there is or how to expand their vision. But right now, they're a little bit trapped in some sort of denial or past regrets, and they're trying hard to move forward even though they're stuck. But they do have faith. They do believe that they're going to get better and improve themselves towards you. Um, I'm not sure if if you both know each other yet, but yeah, it seems to be coming through. I think the free list is open for another 10 minutes. Lola, hello. What does Lola need to know right now in general? What does Lola need to know right now in general? What does Lola need to know in general right now? What does Lola need to know in general right now? The Page of Cups. I feel like someone really much I really feel like you went the first card that someone wants to express their feelings towards you. Not quite sure who this person is, but I feel like they do have romantic or lovey or caring feelings towards you for sure that they want you to know. But I feel like they're too scared or they're too much of a coward to tell you what those feelings are. I feel like they're keeping inside. They're not really manifesting on their willpower to express that love towards you. There is a hermit though, so I feel like they're very much thinking about it and feeling trapped. Maybe they're avoiding you or ghosting you because they're scared about what they may tell you about their feelings. Because I feel like their feelings have suddenly grown stronger and they're not quite sure what to do with it. The Knight of Pentacles here too. They feel like the best thing to do is go slow and steady rather than rush into anything. Maybe they're holding it back a little bit to see where things go before they communicate exactly what's going on in their heart. But I feel like they are patient enough to wait for you as long as it takes as well. Not quite sure. Who is this person coming into Lola's energy? Who is this person coming into Lola's energy and love? The Moon. I feel like this person may still be a mystery. I'm not sure if you know who this person is. Or if this person just knows of you, but you haven't quite connected. I don't know, because I feel like this person is kind of like hidden. But I feel like they do want to confess their love towards you with this Page of Cups energy. The Six of Swords is in the dark too. So I don't know if this person may possibly be in a relationship and they're trying to get out of this relationship so that they can be with you. I don't know. It's really weird, but they suddenly have had strong feelings that they didn't know that they had before. Yeah, that's really cool. Aldana, hello. General reading for Aldana. What does Aldana need to know right now? What does Aldana need to know in general right now? What does Aldana need to know right now? Oh, for Aldana, the Fool is in the dark, so I feel like whatever's going on right now, I feel like it's not a matter of you drifting into the unknown, but kind of like taking more of a control over the destination that you're going towards. But I feel like it's not a matter of taking risks, it's just a matter of keeping your eyes open and making sure that you are steering yourself in the right direction. I feel like that can be a little bit difficult with the challenges that you may be facing, but I feel like you are going to overcome them. You have the Four of Swords in the light. So I feel this energy of, knowing when you need to take a break and knowing when you need to relax and find that inner peace and reflect on whatever's going on. Because I feel like there is, this energy is going to pick up pace. I feel like there's an energy of you shifting your focus again to the right direction and just being more in control over where that direction is headed. The Knight of Cups here, so I feel like there's going to be someone who's going to come into your energy very charming, very idealistic, very determined to get your energy. So I'm not quite sure if this person's mind is in the right place. I feel like they are, but I'm not quite sure if they're sure of what their intentions are, because I feel like they may try to lead you off the path that you're trying to go on. They may try to pull you back a little bit to be more of a free-spirited energy when you need to have that clarity and focus right now to turn your wheel of fortune back into the light. But I feel like positive changes want to come your way. It's just a matter of going in the right direction that goes with the speed of the cycles that are coming. Let's see, what else does Aldana need to know about this energy? What else does Aldana need to know about making her wheel of fortune stay in the light besides having faith? The Queen of Wands, coming into your power, being very headstrong, don't let your hot temper get in the way of things. Right? I feel this sexy, vibrant, passionate being that you are. I feel this energy of you picking up that pace of being resilient and being strong and, turn that pain into power for sure. Page of Pentacles. So whoever this King Knight of Cups is, there's a Page of Pentacles here. The Page of Pentacles are usually someone who is very loving, caring, is devoted, wants something real, wants a commitment, wants something that's more steady and more, more reliable in their energy. I feel this person is very ambitious, very goal oriented, very, they know what they want. They have a good head on their shoulders, and I feel like they do want to pursue you. Just a matter of keeping on the path that you're on and not getting distracted. Excuse me. I think I'm done. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you guys. I will be back tomorrow, right? I'll be back tomorrow. I forgot today's Wednesday. I almost thought today was Thursday. I will be back tomorrow for more readings. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.